Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again, as always. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So I want to touch on a couple of Wall Street Journal articles that pretty much all but states that Joe Biden will and should step away from this campaign and allow somebody else to get in. But we all know that there are some underlying reasons as to why he won't do it. But let's get into this art. Let's get into the article. The first one, it says top Democrats prepare for campaign without Biden. Some said it was a matter of when, not if, the president bows out of the 2024 race, as new data shows him losing in a landslide. President Biden's re-election bid moved into a perilous stretch as allies and donors began looking to a future where a new candidate sits atop a ticket, and data shows him losing in a landslide. People close to top Democrats said Thursday that it now appears it was a matter of when, not if, Biden bows out of the presidential race. In the past day or so, former President Barack Obama has told friends who have called him that Biden's path to victory is narrow, according to people familiar with the cause. Now, we know Joe Biden's mental state is not up to par. We saw it with the debate against Trump. We see it over and over again in interviews that he does. I believe the strategy was, after that debate, was for him to get on TV and do as many interviews as possible, hoping that he could get it to a rhythm and that he can improve his showing in public with more repetition. But as we all pretty much speculated and could see, that didn't work. Wasn't going to work, and it didn't work. And it only made him look worse. So now he has all of a sudden contracted COVID. It says senior Democrats, including State Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York, have indicated to some major donors that they are actively planning next steps should Biden decide he decides to leave the ticket. People familiar with the discussion said. A Schumer spokesperson said many people have come to the leader with their ideas, but that he hasn't taken action on them. Senator John Tester became the second Democratic senator to call for President Biden to drop out of the race. Tester is considered the most vulnerable Democrat senator up for re-election this cycle, given that former President Donald Trump won Montana by double digits in 2020. Now it says President Biden remains committed to his bid for a second term, Jen O'Malley Dillon, his campaign chair, said Friday. Absolutely, the president is in the race, she said on NBC's More Than Joe program, while acknowledging that the campaign has seen some slippage in support. Let me see. I'm going to scroll down and read this. It says, the data, which is based on thousands of voter surveys compiled by a Democratic firm, Blue Rose Research, and viewed by the Wall Street Journal, shows Biden losing not only all the swing states, but also behind on even in New Hampshire, Minnesota, New Mexico, Virginia, and Maine. It shows the president leading by only 2.9% percentage points in New Jersey. This is interesting because I keep reading these articles that have these polls, and the majority of them are saying that Joe Biden is losing by a lot. So if something happens on election night, that somehow Joe Biden does the same thing that he did last year, the last election, losing in the daytime and winning overnight, then we will know without a shadow of a doubt, emphatically know, that there is corruption in politics. Because, truth be told, I don't think he should have won that last time, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, one more little point we get from this article. A major concern for Democrats up and down the ballot is the fact that half of the voters, including 28% of those who backed Biden in 2020, and 52% of swing voters think Democrats in office have been lying about the president's mental fitness. The report says voters are likely to view Democrats' defense of Biden as dishonesty by a 2-to-1 margin. That is your problem. Because when people think that you are dishonest, when they can't trust you, they can't back you. Because how can you back somebody that you don't trust? Now, you're going to have some people say, I can't trust Donald Trump. And I get it. Well, I tell people not to vote. I may have in the past. I'm not sure. I can understand if you don't, because I mean, they only give you two candidates. So it's like, you darn if you do, you darn if you don't. You can say, well, hey, you only gave me two choices. The Democrats ain't done nothing for us. So I'm going to go ahead and vote Republican. Just to see, you know, like Donald Trump said the first time, what do you have to lose? Or you can say, I'm not going to vote for neither one of them because both candidates, I just ain't feeling them. They both, all of them lying. Ain't none of them going to do right for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just not vote for either one of them. Now I feel not voting may be more of an emotional thing, depending on your economic status. If you have, let's say, I don't know, got some money, got a career, making decent money, paying taxes, living in a nice community, or want to see your community, you know, nice and stuff like that, your taxes to be low, more your paycheck coming into your house. If those things are important to you, I would understand that you would wholeheartedly vote Republican, because the Democrats are really for black people just being, most people being poor, and we're going to keep you destitute. That way we can, spoon feed you water or whatever. But if you don't have anything, if you don't have much, don't look like you're going to get a whole lot, you cool with your little, your basic job, your basic pay rate, barely making it, living paycheck to paycheck, like to feel like a victim, emotions, then you would vote Democrat. So it's like, so if you vote neither one, it's almost like I think the poorer you are, the less you have, the more likely you would sit out a vote. That's what I see. If you got nothing to lose, I think you would most likely or feel like nothing to get better or get worse if you don't vote. If you vote, you most likely would be the one to not vote. To me, like I said, it'd be an excuse. Now that's just most likely. Now, if you want to say like, hey, neither one of y'all have any policies for me, and neither one of y'all is going to try to help me, then I'm not voting for neither one of y'all. I can understand that too. But if one party is offering something that can benefit you, anything, whether you like the candidate or not, whether you think the candidate is racist or not, or too old or not, if the party is offering something tangible, and they have a history of offering things tangible, then you should do it. For example, saw the RNC last night, saw Donald Trump's speech. One thing that he said, because like I said, we go off of policy, right? And intangibles, was he said that he was going to drill in America. Well, let's say two things. It's going to drill more in America, that way try to get the oil and gas prices down. Hey, can't go against that. If there's something wrong with that, I need a politician or somebody in the know to tell me why that's not a good idea for us. Because I would love for my gas prices to, if not go down, at least stay where it said, or maybe go down a little bit, but not continue to go up every time I look up. I ain't trying to pay $5 a gallon down here in Texas. Ain't trying to do it. So that would be a policy to where I would vote Republican, vote for Trump. Trump also said that he would get rid of that EV mandate that Biden has put in, which I just hate. When I heard, I'm like, oh no. When I first heard, that was one of the things I said, oh man, ain't no way in hell I'm voting for Biden. No way. Because I do not want to be mandated. We've seen when bad weather hits, and we have bad weather. We've seen when storms hit, ice storms, power goes out. How you going to charge a vehicle? You can't. I remember when we had the ice storm a couple years back, and 2-3 years back, I lost power in my house. The only thing that kept us, afloat was, one, had gas, in the in the fireplace and gas on the stove. So, we light the fireplace up, keep the living room heat. Everybody can sit there and stay warm. Also, cell phones. We had cell phones, had to use our data or whatever. But when they got ready to die, we just go out to the truck, go out to the car, crank them up, charge your phones up. Might take a while, but hey, you was able to sustain for a while without a problem. Had tank full of gas or whatever, so they would sustain for a few days, and then once everything was over, they would get out and do what they had to do. So to sit there and try to mandate that everybody have electric vehicles in a few years, man, that's a no-go for me. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh man, I think Trump got my vote. I mean, I'm just saying. Now again, we're just waiting for what the Democrats can do. That's all. I mean, it's just, hey, he offering this. Now, what do you offer? That's how politics is supposed to be. Not vote for Democrat down ballot, Democrat or down ballot Republican, or no crap like that. You say, hey, what are you gonna offer that's gonna be tangible? Like say for me, it's keeping money in my pocket, putting money in my pocket, keeping more money in my pocket, so I can use it for what I need, the way I need to. Not sit here thinking that the government is going to continue find ways to get all the money from that I make just to give it back to them. I don't think it's right. It's what did it say? Though, did I read that part? Yeah, though the data which was shared widely by Democrats in recent days found Vice President Kamala Harris performing better than Biden against Trump, it also shows that Republican attacks suggesting Harris wasn't honest about the president's health could be effective. Because, yeah, I mean, all the Democrats are sitting there lying. Matter of fact, let me go to this other article because I'm gonna put the link in the description for y'all to click and to subscribe to the Wall Street Journal so y'all can read this stuff. And this is the other article that I saw, had a little bit of information, a lot of information, really. This is entitled, here we go, 12 more Democrats join chorus calling on Biden to exit race. Now, this is updated, just not even an hour ago. Amazing. It says a surge of additional Democratic lawmakers called on President Biden to abandon his reelection bid on Friday, signaling a snowballing campaign to replace Biden, even as he and his advisors insist publicly that he has no plans to withdraw. It says 10 House Democrats, including Zoe Zoff-Green of California, Mark Veazey of Texas, and Greg Landsman of Ohio, all called on him to end his campaign. Senators Martin Heinrich and Sherrod Brown joined the group, bringing a tally to more than 30 congressional Democrats who have urged the president to remove himself from the top of the ticket. Now, check this out. Also Friday, Vice President Kamala Harris defended Biden during a contentious call with Democratic donors at a time when wealthy financiers feel misled by the president and are vowing not to give money to his campaign. The call abruptly ended before Harris would field any donor questions. The reason why Kamala Harris is going to back Joe Biden through this thing, she's going to go down with the Titanic, is because this is the only way that she will be able to become president of the United States. I mean, officially. Because just because Biden says he's in his campaign, Biden will continue to be president until end of his campaign. So he's not going to step down as president, which is what a lot of us think he should do. Think he should just step down and get away from politics altogether. But no, he ain't got to do this. This is July, August, September, October, November, December. He got like 5 months to stay president. That dude can holler COVID, holler flu, whatever, stay behind the scenes. He ain't got to be seen. He can come out, do like some speeches, read the teleprompter, go back inside the White House for 5 months. And then once the campaign is over, he can ride off into the sunset. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to step down now. So the only way Kamala can become president is, and I think all the Democrats, even Biden understands this, he goes in, he wins, he gets the seat, then over a short period of time, his mind truly deteriorates, or it'll really show how his mind is really, affected at this point. and then they turn it over to the vice president. And then Kamala she can either take it over early, have about 3.5 years of the presidency, and then have to, run again. Or, then she have to, because I think if she does it, if she's in office as a president majority of the time, like more than 2 years, and she can only run one time. So she can only be president like 7.5 years. But if she goes in after 2 years and a day, then she can actually run twice. So she can go in after 2 years and a day, go in there, do some amazing things, get the people's approval, get the people's vote, then can go and officially run after that. And if she wins, then she could keep doing what she's doing and officially run again, win it. And if she wins again, so she can actually be in office about 10 years. Be the first woman to ever do that. I don't know if the guy ever done it. I don't think he has. But yeah, she'd be probably the first president ever to actually hold office for 10 years. But I think that's what the plan is. I think the plan is for Biden to go ahead to win. Hopefully he win, and then Kamala become president. That's the only way she's going to do it. Right now, it's the only way she's going to be able to do it. She knows this. Everybody knows this. Because like I say, you're in a country that ain't nobody trying to see a fake black female president. It just ain't going to happen right now. Who knows when it'll ever happen. But I think that's the plan. You got a lot of people feeling like that after meanwhile, many Democrats viewed former President Donald Trump's meandering 90-minute speech at the Republican convention Thursday night as a sign that the party still has the opportunity to win in November if they make dramatic changes soon. Because they're feeling like, his rhetoric is still the same, if not worse. And they feel they can beat him because they beat him with the same stuff in 2020. But again, we think there was some behind the scenes thing. I think this year you can't mail in a ballot, right? You can't, what is it? I think you can't mail in a ballot this year. I think you got to go in and actually go to the polls and vote. So things could be different. Let's say on the Friday donor call, Harris and others tried to tamp down on growing revolt. On a growing revolt. Harris vouched for Biden and told donors, some of whom feel increasingly ignored by the campaign, to compare Trump's speech at the Republican National Convention with what they know of Biden. We know which candidate in this election puts the American people first, our President Joe Biden, she said. I, as a black American male, don't feel that way. Haven't felt that way since he's been in office. When he sat there and told that bold-faced lie, and that's what people don't remember. It's like, you want to believe in the devil so much that you don't even pay attention to the things that he do. Like to your people, he lied, straight out lied to Ice Cube about listening to his plan for Black America to call him in. He didn't do it. Trump did it. And everybody like, I can't believe he went to go see Trump. Well, hell, he said he was going to see anybody who's in power, because that's how you get what you need. So my thing is this: if Trump becomes president, that means that no black people should go and try to get something from him. Try to make him, back or stand on what he said he would do for Black Americans. How stupid is that? Whoever's in power, that's who you got to. That's who you got to get your. You gotta. That's who you got to go. And I don't want to say like plead your case or this and the third. Well, what's the right term? You got to go in and ask for something. You got to go in there and demand. You got to go and demand for something. Look, you are the president. You are the governor. You are the mayor. You are my city council. You are my congressman. You work for us. Supposedly, you're supposed to be there for the people. Well, doggone it, I'm a Black American. I am other people, and this is what I need you to do. This is what we as a people need you to do. Period. Point blank. If you can't do it, then we'll get you and your people out of there. We'll keep doing it until somebody gets in. That's how you make things change. No matter who's in power. That's why I'm saying I'm not understanding. That's why I say you vote policy, not party and not politician, because that is futile. Because you sit there and vote for Joe Biden and the Democrats and we'll be in the same situation. I mean, black women should see how the Democratic Party just used them these last few years to try to get things done. And then in the end, when everything blows up, leaving you high and dry. Look at Fonnie Willis in Georgia, Atlanta as a whole. Like the YSL case. There's one sister, I think she was smart. Because that dang on me YSL case been going on for damn near 2 years. And they kicked the one judge out because he having private meetings with people and not telling, and not disclosing this to Young Thug's lawyer and stuff. And he found out about it and confronted him about it. The judge put him in jail because he wouldn't tell who told. Like, man, I ain't finna tell you who told. It's just like, is this true or not? So they had to kick him. So they kicked that judge off that case. Then try to put a sister on there. The sister came up with all kind of stuff. No, because my deputy had a relationship with one of the ex co-defendants, and she got arrested. So, I don't feel it'll be some bias, but I don't want people to think about it. Man, that's just being smart. No, they're like, I'm not getting in the middle of this. Are you crazy? True. Ain't nobody finna get in the middle of this mess. No. Y'all, you let them. Y'all just keep this trial. So, but like I say, Fonnie Willis, they're not going to hear if she should be prosecuting Trump until December. Man, by that time, that dude's going to be the president and all that stuff going to be dropped. And Fonnie Willis going to be dropped. Everybody see the writing on the wall right now. That's why his cases in Florida got dropped. The case in New York with all them bullcorn felonies, that's going to get dropped. Man, come on. Everybody see the writing on the wall. But anyway, let me get back to this story because good Lord, I can go on a tangent. It said behind the scenes, some of Biden's advisors expressed outrage that so many Democratic lawyers and lawmakers and donors have turned on the president, arguing that they are abandoning a longtime friend and ally who has been counted out before and has proved doubters wrong in the past. These people are senile. These people are more senile and crazy than Joe Biden looks. Because there's no way in the world you think that Joe Biden should be president of the United States. No way, unless you absolutely know that he's not going to be running the country anyway, that he doesn't run the country. He's just the face of the country. But again, why would you want somebody like that out in public representing you and your people? I wouldn't want that. That'd be another reason why I wouldn't vote for Biden. Can't do it. So now I can understand you not voting at all for that. If you don't like Trump and Biden ain't gonna make it, yeah, you just might want to turn your back and turn your back and just don't watch. Kind of like when Thanos, had Gamora, and then he was talking to her as a kid while they was like destroying the planet, and he turned her around and all his soldiers and army just killing everybody, and he took her and she didn't see. That's how you do. You just turn around and walk away, and behind you is a lot of destruction, but out of sight, out of mind. You know what happened though. And you know what happened if he wins. It's just going to be a lot of destruction. It said House Democrats who called on Friday for Biden to drop out include Representatives Jared Huffman of California, Sean Cason of Illinois, Chewy Garcia of Illinois, Mark Pocan of Wisconsin, Betty McCollum of Minnesota, Morgan McGarvey of Kentucky, and Gabe Vasquez of New Mexico. This is a pretty lengthy interview. I'll post this up too. But yeah, that's the thing, man. A lot of Biden's people seeing that there's no way he can beat Trump now, no matter what. They feel it may be a way for Democrats to win, but not with Biden because they feel like they lied to. They continue to be lied to. And they just see the writing on the wall. It's like they're hiding something. So why the heck you got to hide something? So we can't trust you. So let's get them out of here. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's dialogue. You know how we do here. Hey, don't forget to support the channel. You can like, share, comment, and subscribe all 4 ways. Cost you nothing but maybe a couple minutes out your day, and I appreciate it greatly. But if you want to support financially, you can give super thanks, super chats, and you can go to the description box. Click on the links there, and you can support that way, like going to marlonmorale.com, where they have perfume, beard products, silk scarves for ladies, or hey, man, if you want one too, or buy one for your lady, and silk do-rags. Silk is like the best, best material for your skin. Hypoallergenic. You got allergies, in the summer. It doesn't hold heat in the winter. It doesn't hold cold air. So, it's like the year-round fabric for your body. Anyway, all great products, all great material, all great ingredients. Check it out, marlonmorale.com. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.